thing in the NNL. There's so many stories abound.
It being a jungle, right?
Being a jungle. How you have to compromise referees to get a result.
You be daylight robbery.
Teams
on the pitch.
Teams approaching you and asking you to throw a game.
Intimidation
are those the realities that you faced?
Supporters, yeah.
So the NNL is one of the hardest leagues in the world. And I think it's the case with most second division teams all around the world because everybody is trying to make it to the main division. So as you can imagine, there's all sorts going on. You face all sorts.
Tell us
a lot
of
pitches.
Come on.
I think one of the craziest things for me were like the pitches, the state of some of the pitches. I'll say it anyway. Their ground should not be. It should not be licensed because it's just not. It's not a football pitch. Let's be real. It's not a football pitch. So going to those kind of grounds makes it really difficult to play football, and just even knowing like the terrain there, a lot of people don't feel safe. I think once refs feel safe, right, in a stadium, there's no reason for them. There's no reason for anything to go. They will let the game flow. But when they're not safe, it makes things really difficult for them.
So you've never had a situation where a referee comes to you, either directly or indirectly, and says, "Look, we know how much this particular game means to you. If you want to win, this is what you must do."
No,
never happened to you.
No.
Well, the influx of privately owned teams in our footballing ecosystem signifies a critical transition towards a commercially driven industry. And at the center, it foregrounds that great management will and can produce better results even in the absence of so much to spend. A lesson a lot of state-owned teams need to learn, some of which will have to learn the hard way, especially with potential relegation looming for a few. Now, it is clear that on the pitch, these privately owned clubs are outplaying and outperforming a lot of state-owned clubs. City's record against the Big Six this season says it all. Not forgetting the dominance of privately owned clubs in the NNL, resulting in the promotion of 4. The truth is, Nigerian football is at a crossroads. This is the moment where it can turn around for good. If only we can have square pegs in square holes. Young and innovative minds who possess the know-how to combine corporate and administrative excellence to provide sporting solutions need to be brought to the table to consolidate on this boom. Solutions must be provided. Solutions that could lift our league system from its low and reform it to what it should be. A move that will spiral down to the grassroots and put our football back on track. There is a shift, Lagos. A shift we've always clamored for. But the question is, can we consolidate? Well, still 99.3 Nigeria Info. We are Femi and the Gang. I'm Anthony, the voice. There is Sam in the building. There is David. And there is Temi Tope Pedro as well. Guys, let's get right into the conversation. And, well, it's no longer news. All right, we now officially have 4 privately owned sides confirming our promotion to the MPFL. And Sam, I'll start from you, all right, because I like to think you've been around for longer. Yes, I know that you have your grouse with the way we do things in the MPFL and how it's run, and the fact that, hey, it's maybe scaring you away, but what does this mean for our football? I don't know if I'm the only one who thinks it's a significant phase In the last 2 years, 6 of the 8 newly promoted teams to the top flight are privately owned teams. 6 of 8. The numbers continue to improve. Rema Stars winning the Premier League a few seasons ago. I say a few seasons ago, last season, is maybe the icing on the cherry that says that private individuals are seeing possibilities in our football, despite the complaint, despite the cry, despite the poor management, despite struggling to get the league on TV. We still have private individuals who are constantly interested in being part of this, and now we're having a lot of them come through. What does this mean for our football? Do you agree with me that there's a shift?
Well, I'd love to. I'd love to agree, but I think there are factors that barkingly stares me in the face to suggest there could be, to suggest otherwise. I'd say it's probably coincidental that I've seen a little bit of an a rise in that number, like you mentioned, of more privately owned teams and the successes associated with them
right.
In recent years. But for all the Sporting Lagos and the Kurudu City, there's an Aqua United, there's a Kano Pillars, there's an Nyimba, there's a Rangers
Rivers
over the years, and the numbers would suggest maybe as much as in both ways, as much as the private, so is the government-owned teams as well in terms of success rate. But I think we would have to ask these men, these persons who decide to stick their money into the business of the MPFL, possibly there, but maybe not to the degree to which you'd expect anybody with 10 million, 20 million, 50 million in their account, spare money to go think of buying a club side in Nigeria.
Right.
The voice note you played of the at the start of the show, Charles in conversation with the individual there.
Yeah, Larry Vigo.
Talking about how difficult it is in the NNL. I think maybe I should speak for myself by saying I could tell that there's a lot of, I don't want to say misinformation. Maybe that's not the word I want to use, but I'll lazily say misinformation as to what it is, how much of a struggle it can be. These club owners, how much of the education do they have? Because it just seems like, having a club side in Nigeria gives me money. But to what degree can I get ROI, return on investment, on a daily basis? The government-owned side, 3 weeks ago or 2 weeks ago, we were here talking about it. The government-owned sides can afford to run at a loss, and the club will still stand.
That's right.
Because there's a huge pocket in the government coffers where money could easily be pulled out from and then made to take care of whatever deficiency or deficits that they were. But could these privately owned sides really do that? A man who has 10 million, 20 million, Roman Abramovich of Chelsea, not an example, but it's there. And that's in a system where there's organization, not so much chaos.
Right.
Maybe little to no chaos whatsoever. Can easily pump out 50 million, 20 million pounds and invest in Chelsea, because in another 10, 20, 30 years, Chelsea are somewhat guaranteed success by winning the Premier League and consistently competing for the Champions League, where the money is, right? Sporting Lagos have been in the top division. They've gone down.
Yeah. Now
they're back again. If I were to ask the club owner, the chairman, what have the financials said? How does this put Sporting Lagos in a better position to compete coming and coming now? Next season, what guarantees me as an investor in Sporting Lagos, Ikorodu City, that if we pump more money signing players, because that's the first thing these club owners would tell me, we need to sign more quality players to keep us in the division, right? But if I were to tell them, what will the financials say if we coming into the league next season, what are our chances of staying up? The stats may tell me there's a 20-25% staying up, but that's a privately owned side. And you're in danger of going down. Correct me, I've lost touch with whatever is happening there, because it's crazy, right?
But I mean, they're creeping out of that zone now,
slowly but surely. But you would almost put your money on the line and say Nyimba wouldn't go down, right? And even if they were to go down, there's a 90, 80, 70% chance that they'll come up more than Sporting Lagos were to stay in the division next season.
Shouldn't we be happy?
We should be happy, Tony.
That this privately owned sides are making strong forays.
But my question, like I said at the start, is I want to sit down with these individual club owners and say, what's informing your decision to go buy Aqua United, to go buy Sporting Lagos, to go buy Ikorodu?
They sell players. These teams sell players.
You're in the NNL.
Yeah.
It's easier to put out money and get the best midfielder in the NNL to come play for Ikorodu City. When you come to the top flight, that top midfielder will rather go play for Enyimba
Man,
with lesser money, and this is my opinion, than go play for the Ikorodu City with more money. Why? Prestige.
yeah, bigger.
It's Enyimba, right? Even if Enyimba were to go down, I could easily walk away and go find myself another club, right? So that's some of the difficulties. I think these, and I'm not trying to insult anybody, I think these owners might not be so aware of. But hey, it's a good thing we're having more competition. Saturate the market with money and all of that, and then we can get better whatever it is for the league. But at the moment, I think it's good. But what worries me is the decision backing these club owners to go invest or get this club side for themselves.
Because like you did say, there is no clear path of how they make this monies back, apart from
when was
selling
the last
players.
time, even Enyimba, the more stable side, Enyimba, when was the last time we saw
they
the
declared,
financials?
this is how much we have made.
Chelsea, Man U, Man City, Esperance, Al Ahly, we see these things in the media.
But that's a Nigerian problem. That's a Nigerian club problem.
Exactly. So it's a Nigerian problem. Like I said, there's too much money for the government-owned sites to survive whatever comes the way in this Nigerian football system, not for the private owners. Because if you have shareholders, which I think it might be the case,
we're not supposed to encourage them.
Encouragement, but there's got to be a solid backing. You prepare for the rainy days.
I mean,
what happens when the rainy days come?
The owner of Sporting Lagos is a billionaire.
Money's run out, Tony.
Yeah, I know.
To what degree would he be willing to keep copying out money when the club starts to run out of loss?
Ranches Bees is Umar Sadiq, a player that we all know currently plays at Valencia, alongside the House of Rep member. What's his name? El Rufai.
So what happened when El Rufai is not in
what he said about
the government?
What he said about money runs out is true. If I'm about 2015, 2016, took over this MPFL side, if I'm about, and he turned that team around, they collaborated with West Ham, bought players from Brazil, but they could not consistently keep up like that, and the money was like they were going to the Continental Confederation, but they were not performing out there. It was not showing on the balance sheet. They were not making any monies, and it felt like this thing is not making any sense. I am not making money. The prize money for the MPFL is 100 million naira.
200 now.
200 million now. Yeah. So the budget for you to cover home and away games is more than that.
200 million.
600 million. That's what you need
on an average.
Yes, in a season.
And that's you traveling by road. You're not flying.
And you're making 200 million a season just to win the league. So the sustainability, I understand what he's saying, and that is where you want to look at it. I am currently watching Zamalek taking on Pyramids. I am seeing the feistiness, I'm seeing the fight, I'm seeing the way fans are coming in.
The levels.
And we get levels of passion, the levels that we really do not know the amount the Egyptian Premier League costs, the amount, the money that go for the winners. But you see the way these guys prosecute these games like their life depends on it. The fans coming through. You cannot say the same as the MPFL, because the thing that still startles me the most was 2015 when Ifa came through. He spent a whole lot of money. But Brazilians, a Brazilian coach came through. They went into the Confederation Cup. They could not make the group stages of the CAF Confederation.
So tell me, are you saying that we should be more? We should be more worried for this privately owned side?
Yes, we should. Yes, exactly. money's run out. Money finishes like.
Wait. Why are we not talking about the fact that this is where we want to be? It's a place where we're having more privately owned sides.
Maybe David has got a better solution. I don't know, but I think it's a welcome development. But for how long is this sustainable? Like, how long would they
would this team
stay? Like, would they get profits, like money in profit? Like, yes, we are coming to the Premier League, we are playing the Premier League, we are getting profit. It is showing in our balance sheet. How long are we going to see that? Are we going to see that? That's the question.
My worry, before you come in, my worry on the futuristic worry is these private individuals put these clubs at the risk of administration more than the government. If it's government run, successive governments, be it the incumbent party, the next party,
so guys,
they stay in existence.
Are you telling me that you don't care how these clubs are run as long as there is an assurance that they will stay up
in the Nigerian system?
They will.
in the average Nigerian should be excited or should be more comfortable knowing that 20 years from now, 100 years from now, Enyimba will still exist. If I were to put in money, beyond I go get beyond now,
how they are run, how poorly,
they'll always terribly because you know Enyimba is in the fabric, in the system, in the culture, in the environment of Aba.
You don't support public-private partnerships?
I honestly do, Tony. I honestly do. But the Nigerian system makes it difficult for me to be upbeat about a private individual coming to buy Enyimba.
Buy a stake?
You buy a stake, but let the majority of that stake be owned by the government.
Guys, remember that why we're having this conversation is that, I mean, we've had state-owned clubs being poorly run. In fact, the league itself
is poorly run.
It's terrible.
So if we fix that,
and now now we're having privately owned sides who these guys have so much more to lose. We're expecting that they're coming forward and saying, "Hey, listen, this league cannot be run this way anymore." Because we, unlike the state-owned teams, our monies are not endless.
Who determines how it changes?
I mean,
the state-owned teams. The government,
because they are more.
The league is under the covers of the government. Outside the number, the MP, what's the
NNL?
And I mean the whole division as it
MPFL
is under the covers of what?
Is LMC?
Yeah. The LMC
MPFL
is under the covers of
the
NMC. It's so you could see the subdivision goes back to the hierarchy, which places the government, the National Sports Commission, the Federal Ministry of Youth Sports Development at the helm of affairs. Right? They dictate how these things are run. That's my fair. So as much as you want to get the private individuals into the sector, if the system gives me a good route, a clear path to say 100 million in 4 years for me becomes a billion.
I will put
more money. If I put in 50 million today, at the end of 10 years, I don't see 60 million. I'm pulling out. I'm selling my shares.
Yeah.
So what then becomes, if I all put 50 million and then we say this is not coming, let's pull out a 50 million and we'll put the club up for sale. What happens to the club then?
Wow. David,
I don't think I have enough time.
I'm so sorry.
So when we come back, we will continue with this, because listen, some are even saying a potential super league. Now this is being a very interesting conversation which is being festering online. People saying that for the first time in a long while we could be having 8 teams in the MPFL next season. These 8 teams, if they are not satisfied with the way the MPFL is being run, can they come together and say, listen, we're done. It's time we take this and do it the right way. Get partnership, get funding, and run the league in a proper way. And many said it can't see the light of day. Ask about the evolution of what we now know as the Premier League. It was a breakaway. We'll be right back.
More talk, news, and sports after this.
Dora, darling, thank you for buying me this beautiful Binatron rechargeable fan. It really charged in less than 4 hours, kept me cool for over 12 hours, and it blew more air. I'm so happy with your Binatron fan gift. My friend Jenny is very impressed that she's going to buy same too.
Binatron has 3 very beautiful models to select from. Under 4 hours to charge and 12 to 15 hours of comfort. Buy your Binatron rechargeable fan today. Available nationwide.
Now this smart cash way, they know they chat shishi. No be cha-cha-cha, now it's how smart cash. Steady on my lane, every payment seamless. No hidden charges, everything transparent. Star 939 hash, oh yeah, clock it. No be cha-cha-cha, I'm on a zero charges. I'm on a zero charge. Zero charge if you test me fine. No be cha-cha-cha. Every transfer smooth, no extra bidding, no shit. No be cha-cha-cha. Smart cash, steady way, everything stay, oh shit. No be cha-cha-cha. No be cha-cha-cha. No be cha-cha-cha. No be cha-cha-cha.
On your first day on the job, this is what your pension fund investment sounds like. On your first new job, bonuses, promotions, not forgetting that big move. Promotion. When you get a bonus for good performance. followed by promotions. Promotion, partnership, until one day you retire. You see, the value you enjoy tomorrow is earned today. And with Crusader Sterling Pensions, we work harder to make sure you get a better deal on your investment when the time comes. So live the life of an MVP, most valued pensioner, knowing that Nigeria's MVPFA is working tirelessly for you. Creating wealth for retirement. Crusader Sterling Pensions, a member of the Custodian Investment PLC Group.
Is that Alfie playing football in the rain?
It's Toby Chio.
My goodness. When did he grow up?
That's it with kids, though.
It's amazing how your child grows up before your eyes. Enable their thriving development with the new NanKid 4 with HMOs to support your child's development, probiotics, and high-quality proteins to support age-appropriate growth. NanKid 4. Nourish your child's potential.
Sport fans, listen up. Want to increase your chances of winning? Join FootBet and get professional betting predictions with proven experts around the world. Our top influencers bring you interesting advice right at your fingertips. Discover fantastic features on FootBet website and gain access to exclusive tips that will help you boost your winnings. And don't forget, as part of our Aviator campaign, we're giving away millions in free bets monthly. You can also join the Aviator challenges and exclusive tournaments for top players. Come, show what you've got. Ready for you at branches across Lagos, so you are always close to us. And the best part, every win is paid out instantly. Visit www.fortbet.ng. Get professional tips and enjoy. Create this unforgettable sporting experience. It is brought to you by one of the largest betting community in Africa, FortBet. Play for millions. Now, play responsibly. Age 18 and above only. To register and play with FortBet.
Kids FM Festival is back! Join us for the Kids FM Festival.
A day of exciting games, music, dance, and family fun.
Happening on May 27, 2026 at the Balmoral Convention Center, Lagos.
12 p.m. sharp.
Kids FM
Festival.
Bring your brothers, sisters, mommies, and daddies, and all your friends too.
It's the Kids FM Festival. Let's make memories full of fun.
Register now at www.kidsfm.ng.
It's the Kids FM Festival, where family fun comes alive.
It's a brand new day, I'm feeling stronger. Yeah, I fit to do anything, you know. I fit to do my work now. Yesterday was tough, but I don't repair, I don't recover. Yeah, see me as a fresh. Now they ask me how would I do it? Like me, I say I still in the way. You for capsule, I'm for liquido. Yeah.
Repair and recover with Astamine, a blend of amino acids and multivitamins.
Welcome back to your You Informed, connecting you and bringing you deeper into the conversation.
Government snubbed 98 billion naira UBEC funds.
Okay, what is this that we are doing? Because we are too educated for what we have.
The president has left Nigeria on their own as far as electricity is concerned.
Learning helplessness is making us know that the days of worry are better.
It means that if we keep on recycling our leaders, we cannot get the best.
Which area? I beg.
This is where we need to revisit the way we look at internal policies.
99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
Gentlemen, children of all ages, it's game on. Ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, it's game on.
actually thought about that at the start.
Because a good friend of ours, OJB, was actually hawking a 4th division club in France.
Yeah.
You know?
We thought about it at the start of Interligos that maybe we should buy a club abroad first. But I was like, let's not make mistake with euros.
Let's start here.
Can make mistake with
Naira.
For no euros.
It makes sense.
You might not be able to come back from that. So.
Wow. The voice of Lanre Weigl right there. And he just reacting, saying that before the establishment of Interligos, which is about 2.5 years, by the way, himself and his co-founders thought about, do we buy a club abroad? And they say, you know what? No, let's not make a mistake with euros. We can afford to make a mistake with Naira. And then, well, they've invested into the league, and Interligos will be an MPFL team. Is an MPFL team come next season. I'm Anthony the Voice. This is 99.3 Nigeria Info. We are Femi and the Gang. I'm joined by Sam. There is Tami Tucker Pedro. There's David Adeshino, and there is you on the flip side of the radio. Well, don't forget, we're streaming live, by the way. We are streaming live as we speak on YouTube and Facebook, all right, at Nigeria Info FM. That's our handle. Go up there and join the conversation. Let's know what you think. I mean, we're trying to imagine that we could have people listening to us who have got maybe 700 million somewhere, 600 million somewhere, who's thinking about probably investing, especially given the boom we're having now with privately owned sites dominating or populating, maybe not dominating, but populating the highest level of our football. We're saying, what does this mean for Nigerian football? Many believe that this is where we want to be. The more privately owned sites we have, the higher the chances for us to change this league and properly run it as it should be, because these men will need some ROI. They won't just keep pouring money. They want to see something. They will hold more people accountable. They'll want to run a proper system that can be sure that, hey, something is coming back. We're running this as a business and not as job for the boys. It's been very explosive this week. Many have said, I mean, the MPFL is led by a certain man called Honorable Elegbeleye. Many say a political figure who, prior to handling the MPFL, has not handled any sporting project the size of the MPFL. And what do you expect if he leads this league? To be fair, I know he's surrounded by some regular names. Davison Owumi, who has been there, done that. All right. But it's important that the head is the right head. Square pegs in square holes.
I do even want to say something. Sorry.
Well, before we have David share with us, Tami, you were going to say something.
Sorry, this past week has seen us. We witnessed European players buying club size in the 2nd division of Spanish leagues. Example, Tio Hernandez, the one that plays for Al Hilal in Saudi Arabia.
Okay.
We got Messi too. Also, they are not going into their country to go buy club side. They are going to countries they know the system works.
Spain, France, you understand? Established one.
They are not going to the Primera Nacional to go buy Boca Tevez to Borussia Santander this week. Now he lost Boca Juniors so well. His home is close to the La Bombonera Stadium.
Yeah.
He did not buy a share in Boca Juniors. He went on to go buy Racing Santander because he knows the system works. Now you're saying if I give you 700 million, if I give Samuel 1 billion naira, 700 million, will you take your money to go buy a club in the MPFL and say you want to waste that money? I'm asking you a straight question.
Well, I will give you an answer.
Samuel, I'm giving you 1 billion. Take 1 billion. The first thought that will come to your head, I want to go and buy a club in the MPFL. Is that what will happen?
So this is.
Do you have the ambition of running
do you
a restaurant?
know how much Honorable Kunle Shodame has made from selling players at Remo Stars,
particularly beyond limits
and beyond limits.
Yeah. But he is talking about changing a system.
Yeah.
If you are going to change a system, you must begin a process. And the joy of many who are looking at private clubs getting into the MPFL to change this, it doesn't mean majority of the founding clubs in the English Premier League are not present in the English Premier League today.
You know that.
Leeds United,
You know that.
are not present in.
You know that.
Today.
We know.
What we are trying to change is the system that they're speaking about. And with private hands come private powers away from the government, and some have associated some of the problems with the MPFL with the government. And when you've got private hands, they can speak in the boardroom, they can speak in the board meetings,
they can populate the boardrooms
exactly,
and have a stronger
so
say
what I am
for
saying,
change.
and what someone is saying is that it is a good development that the private clubs are coming to them. It's fine, but the system might just frustrate all of those things. That's what we are saying.
System you are trying to change with
how long can they stay in the league?
How long?
Remo Stars have stayed in this league for nearly a decade now.
If we think changing the system involves bringing more of these private individuals, I think that's like putting the cart before the horse, or which is coming first now. The horse is always before the cat, so you put the cat before the horse.
How do you plan to change it?
Exactly.
The way it is run, which is a lack of social amenities. Most of the individuals, the Hollywood owners who come buy football clubs, they buy clubs who, at least for one, you've got to own your own stadium. Yeah. Right? How many of these MPFL clubs own the stadium, right?
Those are government clubs majorly.
Exactly.
The private clubs now also having their own
Sporting
stadium.
Lagos run by a private individual. Are they privately owned? The stadium, is it privately owned by
Remo
Sporting
Star
Lagos?
Stadium is privately owned.
How many of them own it? That's my point. Maybe one.
Just that is the process we are beginning.
Also
have that in
for me,
although they are playing at the stadium,
you run the risk.
They're working on their stadium.
Good. So
Sporting Lagos is working on it.
Of the 20 in the top flight, how many of the private, if you say 20 are in the top flight,
who have their
8 are owned by private, how many of that 8 has its own stadium?
And that's the process that we are looking to change.
I get it. I'm saying that process should not be to get the system to change. Let's get Sam, David, Tony and Temitokbe to go buy club sites. No, let's fix how the system is run.
So how are you fixing it? That's the question, sir.
Investment into the league.
Who is investing? Is it the private hands?
Who will invest in a league where numbers is a problem?
It is easier for an established institution, I don't want to give free promos here, to come and say, okay, let's put 10 million. We're going to work out a system where I get that 10 million naira back. If I am putting 50 million, wait, Tony, if I am putting 50 million, I'm buying a share, I am running that 50 million down. There's a possibility in 5 years, I do not get that 50 million back, right? But if Nigeria Info were putting 50 million into the NPFL, for instance, Nigeria Info will ensure that there's a process that gets that 50 million naira back safely. Do you get my point?
Nigeria a private entity? Nigeria Info, is it a private entity?
That, it doesn't matter if it is or not, right? Okay. It doesn't matter. But the thing is, when you get this public or this what's it called now, these banks, companies to come in and put their money, they only do that guaranteed that money returns. So we're going to sign an agreement that ensures that that money comes back, even if the league runs at a loss.
And Sammy, what has the track record said so far in the past few years that the government has handled this league?
All of the brands that have supported the league. I am sure that if we sit them down and ask them, they have made nothing.
Yeah, they made nothing.
We don't have the numbers to back that up. This is the league that keeps changing sponsors, right? All of those factors they're mitigating factors that determine as a brand I'm not going to stay there.
If they are making money, they won't just duck out.
Have we not seen the change in the league ownership? Oh, we are transforming to this, to that. A brand is now looking and saying, oh, I'm not guaranteed that money that I was making 2 years ago. I'd rather pull out.
Sam,
I'm not. That's just one way, Tony. That's just one way.
You've got a strong point, all right, but nothing works when those who lead
still there.
I mean,
we're all arriving at the same point.
No. Let's deal with that. So let's connect this now. We're connecting how the more influx of privately owned sites can have more say in who leads the league. So because anything that wants to happen,
there's a minor example with the TCC. The TCC
That's
league
a
in
private
Nigeria.
league. That's a private league, Sam. I don't know if you've heard about it. The TCC league, they are doing very well. In Lorry,
exactly.
There is a league going on there. If you see what those boys are doing,
that has
on
absolutely no government involvement.
Absolutely.
That is what we are saying.
That's the point. From inception, the football in Nigeria, league football in Nigeria has always been backed and run by the government.
And you cannot change.
If you think putting 10 individuals buying 10 clubs.
So Sam, we're saying that if more privately owned sides come to the system, don't you think they have the power?
I'm saying not yet. This is not, unless those private individuals have $1 billion, 10 billion naira that they are ready to run down. If that money, we have 10 billion that if it doesn't come back, good, well, I'm fine.
Yes,
go ahead. But if that 10 billion is dependent on 10 teams and changing the system, we are going back to where we were 10 years ago.
The way they are trying to get their money is not primarily from how much you're using.
You just told me. Tony just mentioned here. That the Remo Stars owner said, "Do we know how much he's made in player sales? If the primary way of making your money back is by selling players, you're not ready.
Exactly.
You're not ready.
You are not ready.
Exactly. If you cannot fill your stadium, if you cannot fill that 10, 20,000 every match day,
it's just 10,000. They cannot fill it.
Why are club sides
the only reason why it's not now is also down to the central figures that we have mentioned.
The government is not stopping you from.
The government is not telling this league the way to be sold. The private hand will sell it better than the government.
Sporting Lagos here.
Sam, if you package this league well,
it will sell.
Tony, you don't think it will sell?
We've been saying this packaging
Tony,
but that's the true example. And
Tony, let's agree. Let's disagree to agree. We're not saying that it's not a good thing to get these private individuals to come in. My grouse is this is not the time. We run the risk if these private individuals come now and think, because as a private man, I want to make money.
Sam, when is the time?
The league is not yet at the place where you are getting money.
When will we ever get there?
Until you fix the problems.
How are we fixing the problem?
It is certainly not by saying pump in individual ownership into the league. That's what my problem is.
These clubs have done the ad yard in the second division. They are now back in the top
division. Is not the
PSL. Have done the ad yard in the second division.
How much is Sporting even getting for being promoted to the Premier League?
Tell me how much. Does it cover?
There is.
How much?
And that is in the NNL. And that is in the NNL.
Premier League. Now, how much?
See, Sam. There are monies.
It's so hard for you.
No. Wait. There are monies shared to the 20 teams.
How much?
But unlike we have in England,
that's just the only thing.
Yeah,
and that's why they don't
We are in Nigeria together. It's not in our face, but we know what
you just mentioned.
We know what the playoff guys will play. The guys are
£1 billion
game.
1 billion.
What are you talking about? I want to bring.
And that's why we are looking to begin a process that will get us to understand it.
It's very simple.
The process begins, but I'm saying I have a problem with that process beginning with getting people to buy the club.
They are not buying it, Sam. These are their clubs. Larry owns Inter Lagos.
Okay.
Shola owns Sporting Lagos.
How much are you getting for coming to Premier League? We are not saying anything.
I'm saying that's my problem. I don't think we are ready for that yet.
We are not.
Sam, if an investor is listening to you, you're telling him, pause. Don't make that investment now. Is that what you're saying?
Make it if you want to run your money down.
Exactly. I like you. You're coming straight.
I'm being as brutally honest.
Exactly. You're coming straight.
What guarantee? I've just said here time in different languages. Unless I'm speaking double Dutch, I'm not heard. What guarantees me I pump 100 million naira buying one of these clubs? In 10 years, I'm getting that ROI. I'm not asking for profit. So why would I want to?
Let's see.
You just mentioned the bottle is after winning the Premier League 10 years ago. That is the only thing they get.
So what? Why if you can't get me to buy the players at the value at which you want?
Speaking with Charles, and he said the same thing, that the major way they are looking to make their money is from player sales, sell-on clause and the like.
Is my and I'm saying that that's why I struggle to use the word. That's why I struggle to use the word.
Continental football will also be played.
Okay, right.
How guaranteed are you of getting continental tickets?
How many players does Ikorodu City have they sold in the last 2 years?
Many.
A lot. In fact,
they've sold more than Remo Stars. Then,
in fact, junior Christians.
Wait now, I'm
also moved to Finland.
I don't know. Wait now. So you guys wait now. When Samuel You said Shola, you don't know the actual amount. I just said Shola. Wait, I want to ask you a question.
Yeah.
Remo Stars have made a lot of money. Kunle Shero has made a lot.
Yeah.
So are you saying Ikorodu City has made more money than Remo Stars now? I'm just asking. I don't know.
It's not a competition about who have made more money.
Because that is the only avenue now that you people think a club side in Nigeria can make money. And they are various ways.
If it's the major way, then it's a wrong thinking mentality.
But that's what they have chosen to go by, Sam. We can't tell somebody
If I sat down with him in that interview and I asked that question, and he gives me that answer, I'll put it back to him.
Sam,
you run a risk.
Sam, if there is the thought, just a little thought of, let's say we have 8 teams in the NPFL. Do you support that these 8 teams, if for instance we have these teams play in the NPFL 1 season, 2 seasons, 3 seasons, and they feel that we don't want to keep wasting our money because of the way this league is run. Do you think that they can say, come guys, let's go, let's secure corporate partnerships, let's go and start our own private league? Is it a welcome idea?
Again,
sounds like the Super League.
Yeah. The idea of the Super League in Europe. Look at the history of the clubs we're mentioning. Real Madrid, Bayern Munich. We're not talking Crystal Palace. We're not talking Wolverhampton Wanderers. We're not talking Everton. We're talking Chelsea, Man United, which
Juventus.
So at least in another 60, 70 years, they're not in danger of administration.
These privately owned sides don't have grown to the level where they can say
absolutely not.
So you think Ikorodu City has grown to that level?
The teams in the TCC league.
Wait, let's say Mamelodi
Remo Stars right now have a say in this league.
The TCC league
Beyond Limits
is not the NPFL.
I get
it's a budget to stage a Super League and travel. I mean, the Super 8 or Super what we're talking about is just a 10-game series or whatever. If you have to play home and away, 10 teams come together, the 10 top richest whatever clubs come together and try to play a league. I mean, home and away travels.
I think, Sam, you're also missing the fact that some government clubs are also looking to go private. For example, Rangers International there have been conversations that this particular club are trying to open their
to shoot down the suggestion, David. It's not to say it's not the long-term solution,
and we're getting
I'm saying we run a dangerous risk.
Okay, you're saying that Remo Stars has gotten to the level that they have this sustainability of staying in the league, not going into management for the next 20 years, right?
Yes, the kind of structure that they have now.
So would you put them side by side as pyramids that they came into existence the same year?
Pyramids have made bigger growth,
and I think we should
with history they trounce whatever.
Exactly.
It's unfair. It's unfair to
understand the climate.
The same year.
It's nuanced. Understand the climate.
The same year.
I get that. But I'm saying it's just largely
exactly. Nigeria, Egypt, it's different. No club is as big as Zamalek or
Nigeria is not Zamalek.
Not even a
Nigerian football and Egyptian football, to be honest, are not on the same level. So let's not run that comparison.
Okay. No. I said it. He said Remo Stars are now in a level that they can stay in management for 20 years, and I can say that I'm not with Chonte. I'm not saying anything bad about them, but I'm saying
you
that
can't beat your chest.
I can't beat my chest that they can stay in management, stay in the league, stay in business for 20 years. That's what I'm saying.
A slot in the NNL. So there was a team that didn't want to play it, and we approached them. Here's X amount of money for your slot. I can't say, but it wasn't anything too ridiculous. No, it wasn't anything too ridiculous. So we bought the slot.
Below 50 million or above?
Definitely below. Definitely below. Way below. So we bought the slot. Made sure we hired experienced heads around that would guide us through the league, knowing what to do.
Okay, wait first. I like practicalities. Okay, so you bought the slot from this existent club. funds? How did you raise funds?
So we spoke to other like-minded people, young people like ourselves, and we're like, hey, we're starting a football club, or I'm starting a football club. Do you want to join in? That I'm looking for investors. And a lot of them were like, they've seen what I've done with Plug Sports, and immediately I didn't need to have like a pitch deck or anything. They're like, Vigo, we believe in you.
Serious.
Here's X amount.
So what was the minimum entry fee for these investors? Or was it like,
I think the minimum anyone paid was maybe like 60 million.
60?
Yeah,
Okay.
60 million naira.
But then you had a slot.
Yeah.
But you didn't have a team.
We didn't.
No players, no coach, no technical crew, nothing. So how did that
So
come
it was
about?
just about calling friends in the industry that, hey, can you recommend a coach? Can you recommend a general manager? I remember we had interviews with like 20 coaches or so before we decided on the first coach, Gabriel Izema. He was one of the coaches at Rangers. Settled with him, and then got recommended the general manager, did some research on the guy. I was like, okay, this person makes sense. So we didn't really announce that, hey, we're looking for players. It was more like we reach out to this person, do you have players? Or yeah, bring the person over. And that's what really happened. I remember our first ever session at Abati Barracks. I think there was like 500 players. And out of that 500, it was only 2 that went on to being in the squad in the first season.
Chineke.
A goalkeeper and a centre back.
Out of 500 players. What's that ratio?
It was crazy.
Whoa.
I remember the coach when he stepped on the pitch and he saw the amount of players. Even he was like, now this is going to be a tough task. And we went through so many players before we got our final.
You don't get it. We always talk about players everywhere now. Nigerians are talented. You got a group of 500 players.
500,
only two were good enough.
Only 2. A goalkeeper.
That's a very shocking number. 2 of 500. I mean, the voice of Larry Vigo there, just talking us through the process of starting a football club. All right, privately owned this time, and what he's had to go through to get the club to where it is. The conversation is pretty simple. Should we encourage more? Could it be the key that we need to change our football more? As Sam is saying, it's not about bringing more. All right, the league itself is not, in quotes, very, very as functional as it should be. Maybe it's operating at a level right now. It's far away from the level it should be operating at. Let's go pay some bills. We'll be right back.
Lagos, Nigeria. Your incredible football experience is back. It's Goal Fest 2026, the 10th anniversary edition. Join thousands of fans for the ultimate football party. Big screen action, live DJs and a hype man, games, food, and non-stop football vibes. And of course, live performances by some of Nigeria's biggest superstars. Goal Fest is happening Saturday, May 30th, 2026 at the Balmoral Convention Center, Victoria Island, Lagos at 2 p.m. Register now at www.goalfestnigeria.com. Come and experience football like never before. Goal Fest 10th anniversary. Sponsored by Squadron, Doc Rom. Supported by Indomie. Proudly refreshed by Pepsi.
It's actually a Goal Fest.
In a world filled with options, this stands out. This one is brewed with extra special roasted barley. It's rich, dark, and satisfying. It's Trophy Extra Special Stout. Originally black.
Drink responsibly, not to be sold to persons under the age of 18 years.
Yeah, so this is Jolly Johnny on the streets. How well do you know Maggi chicken flavor? Oh yeah, spell celery.
S-E-L-A-R-I.
Celery.
Bros, you want turn to salary? Okay, spell turmeric.
TURMERIC.
Yes, so.
Turmeric.
Correct. 1 carton of Maggi chicken flavor for you.
Maggi chicken flavor with onions, celery, and turmeric. My game changer.
Timing changes everything, especially wealth. The right move, the right market, the right moment. When opportunities open up globally, you don't want guesses, you want clarity. With Standard Chartered, your wealth is built with insight, managed with global expertise, and protected across international markets. So every move you make is deliberate, and every decision is informed. Email prioritybanking.ng@sc.com to start. Opportunity doesn't announce itself. You meet it prepared. Now's your time for wealth.
Kids FM Festival is back. Join us for the Kids FM Festival.
A day of exciting games, music, dance, and family fun.
Happening on May 27, 2026 at the Balmoral Convention Center, Lagos.
12 p.m. sharp.
Kids FM
Festival. Bring your brothers, sisters, mommies, and daddies, and all your friends too.
It's the Kids FM Festival. Let's make memories full of fun.
Register now at www.kidsfm.ng.
It's the Kids FM Festival, where family fun comes alive.
LG Duo Cool mosquitoes away. Air conditioner keeps mosquitoes far away. LG Duo Cool.
And because LG cares beyond products, eligible customers can access free malaria insurance upon purchase of an air conditioner from Fuani Showroom or any authorized dealer store nationwide.
Stop. That bass is off.
It still sounds good.
It's good, but it's not good enough.
Can I get an Amstel Malta, man?
Being your best lives in the details. Again. Yeah, better, but still not your best. Being your best refines you. Aha, yes, that's it. Being your best is not just about dreaming about it. You also have to work towards it. Amstel Malta. Be your best.
That's the sound of a stout that flows with your personality. It's got that bold taste that matches your cool swag, sharp vibes, and one-of-a-kind style. Feel the full brewed Legend Extra Stout go down easy from the first sip to the very last drop. Not for sale to persons under the age of 18. Drink responsibly. Legend Extra Stout. It flows.
It's amazing how your child grows up before your eyes. Enable their thriving development and the care they need with the new NanKid 4 with HMOs to support your child's development, probiotics to help your child's digestion and development, and high-quality proteins to support age-appropriate growth. And all of these work together to support your child's development and growth today and tomorrow. NanKid 4. Nourish your child's potential.
On your first day on the job, this is what your pension fund investment sounds like. On your first new job, bonuses, promotions, not forgetting that big move. Promotion. When you get a bonus for good performance, followed by promotions, partnership, until one day you retire. You see, the value you enjoy tomorrow is earned today. And with Crusader Sterling Pensions, we work harder to make sure you get a better deal on your investment when the time comes. So live the life of an MVP, most valued pensioner, knowing that Nigeria's MVPFA is working tirelessly for you. Creating wealth for retirement. Crusader Sterling Pensions, a member of the Custodian Investment PLC Group. Paying for insurance is like carrying an umbrella, just in case it rains. But what if it doesn't? with regular insurance. You get nothing if you make no claim. With Noor Takaful Insurance, you might just get cash back for the next day.
There's a Noor way to do ethical insurance. Noor Takaful Insurance, where you win by claims which are paid promptly or win by profit sharing. Visit noortakaful.ng or download the Ra app to get started. Noor Takaful, your win-win partner.
That is the sound of the new 500ml Castle Light can, turning life light side up. Now you can go light with the new 500ml Castle Light can. Castle Light, extra cold refreshment. Drink responsibly, not for sale to persons under 18.
Now this smart cash way, they know they chat shishi. No be cha cha cha, now it's our smart cash. Steady on my lane, every payment seamless. No hidden charges, everything transparent. Star 939 hash, oh yeah, clock it. No be cha cha cha, I'm on a zero charges. I'm on a zero charge.
Zero charge if you testify. No be cha cha cha.
Every transfer smooth, no extra billing, no shit.
No be cha cha cha.
Smart cash, now the way everything stay, oh shit.
No be cha cha cha.
No be cha cha cha. No be cha cha cha.
Yeah, so this is Jolly Johnny on the streets. How well do you know Maggi chicken flavor? Oh yeah, spell celery.
Celery. Celery.
Bros, you want turn am to salary? Okay, spell turmeric.
Turmeric.
Yes, so
Turmeric.
Correct. One carton of Maggi chicken flavor for you.
Maggi chicken flavor with onions, celery, and turmeric. My game changer. That is the sound of the new 500ml Castle Light can, turning life light side up. Now you can go light with the new 500ml Castle Light can. Castle Light, extra cold refreshment. Drink responsibly, not for sale to persons under 18.
CFAO Mobility invites you to the CFAO Mobility Open Day. Discover 14 global brands in one place. Toyota, BYD, Mitsubishi, Suzuki, Howo, Fuso, and many more. All under one roof. From cars and SUVs to pickups, trucks, buses, motorcycles, outboard engines, and construction equipment. Come test drive your next ride. Get free vehicle diagnostics and enjoy special spare parts offers with financing partners on ground. April 30th, Harbour Point, Victoria Island, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Entry is free. CFAO Mobility. All your mobility in one place.
You don't sing this song by accident. You sing it because you believe. Because you know what it means to stand united. And Tiger Beer is proud to be a part of this legacy, built on passion and loyalty.
As the Reds go marching on.
Tiger Beer, proud sponsor of Manchester United. Tiger Beer, uncage your tiger. Not for sale to persons under the age of 18. Drink responsibly.
Tired of the same old boring flavor? Well, we've got something refreshing for you. The crisp, unique, and exciting taste of flying fish. Live for the unexpected and experience a unique blend of premium beer and zesty lemon flavor. It's available in a store near you, fam. So move. Go grab a bottle of the new flying fish today. Like today, share you get. Wait, what are you waiting for? The ad is over, yo. Go grab a bottle. Flying fish is not for sale to persons under the age of 18. Drink responsibly.
Sister Fear will not let me bet. Relax, sister. With the Jolly Just Come Welcome offer, Bet King is giving 100 naira instant sign-up bonus. That's not all. Within 14 days on the app, you stand a chance to get up to 1 million naira in rewards and enjoy 50 free casino bets on Aviator. Download Bet King app and register today using the promo code FREEBETS to enjoy your 100 naira instant sign-up bonus and other exciting offers. Terms and conditions apply. Not for persons under 18 years. Play responsibly.
Striker is on the move.
Can I get a Heineken, please?
He shoots!
Yes! Let's go! Can you believe it?
Here you go, sir. Your Heineken.
Oh, sorry. Can I get another one for... Wait, what's your name again? Chris. I'm Chris. Ah, nice to meet you, Chris. Another Heineken for Chris, please. Fans have more friends. So, don't forget the beers. Not for sale to persons under 18. Drink responsibly.
Stay updated and stay locked.
Are we not seeing it like it's a thing that has been planted and is growing fruitfully?
We talk about justice. Can we get justice in Nigeria as it is?
Struggle to understand whether we are at war.
When a lot of people are saying that government have hands in this insecurity in Nigeria.
They die on a daily basis. Enough is enough. We must put an end to it.
We know that Nigeria government, the law was made by the rich for the poor to obey.
It wasn't as worse as this, and I came to church with my suit and tie. I carried placard from church. We marched the streets of Lagos.
A number of men on maternity lines talking about how their partners have been behaving after childbirth.
It would have been better if the president did not even visit at all.
And take it to the National Assembly, because if they can sleep at night, not worried about whatever it is that we are going through.
The conversation continues right here on 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
Everyone, my name is Oshida Ajibade. You are hanging out with Femi and the Gang on 99.3 Nigeria Info FM.
All right, Lagos. This is still 99.3 Nigeria Info on Game One, still rolling on smoothly and nicely. The guys are obviously in the building for football and conversations tonight. Well, my people, I've got a message for you from 4 rounds beaters. Don't sleep, wake up. Got a 4 round beaters has got a message for you. Big gesture from 4 rounds beaters. You already know that 4 rounds beaters is not your regular beaters. We stand out, we push the boundaries, and we do not compromise on quality. Now listen up, 4 round beaters has now signed 4 powerful ambassadors, the best of the best in their industry. These ambassadors align with the qualities of 4 rounds beaters itself. And we didn't just sign ambassadors. You know what we signed? We signed culture in the person of legendary Femi Adebayo, seasoned premium, respected, just like 4 round bitters itself. For the drink, for the culture, formulated with the finest herbs are made in Nigeria for the Nigerian man and woman, for the Nigerian people in general. We sign energy in the person of Zubi Michael, raw energy, no filter, just like 4 round bitters, energy. Now what? We also sign power in the person of Destiny Etiko. She doesn't do small, bold, and beautiful. Also confident every time, just like 4 rounds bitters. We sign the vibes machine and conversation starter in the person of Sulaimon Adebayo, popularly known as Pooja, the voice of the street, the pose of the game, always active, just like 4 round bitters with no dull moment. With 4 round bitters, the street is always active. Now, let's put everything together. Let's pit everyone side by side. The culture and class of Femi Adebayo, the boldness of Destiny Etiko, and the raw energy of Zubi Michael. The vibes of Pooja and the Chai. This is the full definition of 4 rounds bitters. 4 rounds bitters, not be for everybody. It is for people who know their what? People who carry presence and people who also love enjoyment, but also, as much as they love enjoyment, they also go for quality, the best of the best. From the first sip to the last drop, you will taste confidence, energy, and once again, premium satisfaction. So whether you did you celebrate or just the cash cruise, remember that you do not need try and error. You need 4 rounds bitters. Next time, don't just ask for bitters, ask specifically for 4 rounds bitters. 4 rounds bitters is not for pregnant women or persons under the age of 18. You must be 18 and above to avail yourself of 4 rounds bitters. Please, this is from me to you. Don't drink and drive. And if you must drink, don't drive. Drink responsibly. This is 99.3 Nigeria Info FM.
All right, welcome back. Still 99.3 Nigeria Info. We are Femi and the Gang. Hi, man, to the voice, joined by David, whose voice you just listened to now. There's Sam in the building, and there is Temi Tokwe Pedro. Well, today, Thursday, 23rd April 2026. Well, we decided to introspect, do some housekeeping, and we are looking at the situation with our football. Significant move with privately owned sides populating gradually populating top flight football. 4 teams promoted from the NNL, all privately owned. And we're saying, is this a positive move? Do we need to have more? Could it be an outlet for us to now properly have more voices who will take this very, very, importantly, and try to standardize the league and have the league give more than it is giving? Because surely we're not optimizing. I was reading something from the executive director of GTI, who was saying that the NPFL could attract more than 200 billion naira in investment over the next 5 years. GTI, just in case you don't know, are partners of the league, and I know they have doled out quite a number of monies across board to teams, even though clubs still come out to say that these monies don't do anything for us. They don't cover even quarter of what we spend. So Sam is saying that privately owned sites, I can't encourage you to come in right now, because the way the league is, it is going to be tough for you to get your money back. And he's saying, if you have to sell players, if you only have to sell players to make money, then lots of questions need to be answered.
I think Sam is saying they're also endangered species.
The endangered species. You want to ask questions like, how much do you get from TV rights? In fact, TV rights is
it's a big cash cow. I mean, for the big leagues in Europe, that's where all the monies come from.
Yeah, most of
70%, 80% of the money comes. Then you have gate takings and all of that, merchandising, what you sell, partnerships with brands and all of that. Look, it's pretty simple. We're not kicking against these private individuals coming in now. What we're saying here, like you expatiated on, is look, unless you have such a deep love for football, unless you have such an unquenchable thirst for that local side in Yimba, and you are just of the opinion that it should never become something of an embarrassment to the state or the community, then you can come together and say, we need to take this club out of where it is and take it to the next level. I would like to ask Mr. Vigo, what's the objective? Why do this? You said, I'm not bashing the guy. I'm just saying, if you say, we put together guys 60 million to come get clubs, and obviously 60 million in today's market is a lot of money, right? What propels you at the moment? Getting the 60 million naira back, or looking after the football club? Chelsea, when it was sold, the government ensured, when it was handing Chelsea as an institution to the Blueco company under the leadership of Beda Degbali and Ted Bully, we mandate you will not, under any reason, sell this club in the next 10 years. I don't remember the number of years now. You are mandated in that same period of time to pump X amount of money into the club. So you see the conditions under which these clubs are sold, right? That is preserving the heritage of the community. You know the history with Chelsea. The pitch owners, whatever, has their share. They have their say. You cannot sell Chelsea for another 100 years. That's saying this institution provides something to that community. You going to get Remo Stars. What do you want to get? Just owning a club as a businessman? And in 5 years want to pull out money from it?
How about playing on the continent, getting money?
It should not be a motivation for you. Love has got to be the singular motivation. Community service. The businessman, if you're saying, we can sell players, no, that's the wrong motive for me.
All right, let's get to the phone lines very, very quickly. Let's hear from you. 0201-277-0993 for the ladies. 0201-4657-190. Lagos, Nigeria. We need your thoughts, very articulate thoughts on this, because again, a lot of people are listening, and very soon we will have the boss at GTI, technical partners, financial partners of the league.
Those who they pay prize money.
Absolutely. Mr. Nelson, he will join us in the coming days. He's got a lot.
I wish he could today.
You wish
like right now.
Like right now, right? But okay. Let's see who we got. Hello.
Hello, good evening, sir.
Yes, you're welcome. What's your name?
This is Jerry calling from Ikorodu.
All right, Jerry, let's hear you.
People like Sam should not be talking about our league at all. But that is not encouraging at all now. At least if you have more private clubs, the more they come in, the more they decide for themselves, not discouraging them.
How is that discouragement, Mr. Man? How is that discouragement? Have you understood anything else?
We need encouragement. I mean, Sam is telling you.
Do you realize I'm protecting this club sides? Inadvertently, that's what I'm saying. I'm actually for the league. I'm not speaking Dutch, am I?
Hello. Hello. Yes, you're welcome. What's your name?
It's Tatu from Ogun State.
All right, let's hear you quickly.
Good evening, gentlemen.
Yes, let's hear you.
SVA, now for you. Any business you want to start, we know that there is two ways to it. Either you make profit or you make loss. Don't expect profit always.
Don't expect profit always.
I respect your opinion. And you are making a point there. But like this, if I want to invest like this and you are making this kind of comment, I will not invest. I will be afraid.
And that's coming from a place of you not understanding what I've said.
No, I understand you.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
Even when you talk, I understand you very well. But this one that you're telling me that if I want to invest, but it is on my own risk.
Sam doesn't have to tell you that it is at your risk.
I'm telling you, you're not ready.
Every investor is
indirectly. That's what you're telling me now. If I cannot take the risk, how will I make profit back? At least I have
my
to
brother
now.
Thank you very much, brother.
At this rate, I don't think I'm getting a contract.
Field of achievement. Bro, hello, who we got? Yeah, hello.
Hello, good evening.
You're welcome.
From Lazy.
All right, let's hear you.
Yeah. Nice conversation, by the way. And I'm actually want to say that, for example, if I have money myself, I think the valuation you guys are putting is like 1 billion or so. If I get it right, I don't know.
Yeah.
But if I have it myself in my account, will I invest? No. I completely agree with somewhere now. But if someone comes to me and say, Michael, draw a model to see if we invest in MPFL, are we going to make profit? Yes, if I feel that the government is actually willing. What we need in MPFL currently now is government and private partnership. 20 people playing in MPFL is too much for what we can afford. Reduce it to 15. If the government are ready to say, I will take care of the security, the stadium management, the lights, every other thing that you need, the logistics. The logistic one I mean is as long as the stadium is concerned, paying of free and everything. But if you make profit at the end of the year, I'm going to be collecting 2%. If you don't make it, we will defer what I'm supposed to collect till your when you make profit. Government do this for petroleum organizations like that. 95% they charge them. Even company 30%. But if you don't make profit, whenever you make profit, we will collect the money from you. That will work. Then how will the private people make money? See, let me tell you, MPFL football is actually capital intensive.
It is.
You are not expected to make profit in the first 2 years, 3 years. If your goal is to make profit, then you are in the wrong business. So build a financial model and say, by 4th year, 5 years, I'm breaking even. After all, we see our influencers claiming that YouTube is now they make more money on YouTube. Broadcast this thing via YouTube. Get an equipment that can make you be showing your football live on YouTube. People in diaspora, people in Nigeria, you don't necessarily have to wait for this local TV station. I understand you guys are saying you're right, but there is also a way the football itself or private organization to get 100% profit for what did they call it? For broadcasting. The other day, people were watching even our what did they call it? African Cup of Nations on YouTube live. You can imagine the number of profits that we bring to whoever is broadcasting the same thing. So I think that there is a model. If you think it's straight, it is workable. On the circumstances that the government are already willing to play their
own part.
Everything is not everything is not about money. Everything is not about making profit now. But if it is about making profit now, like Samuel said, I've forgotten his name. We are not ready.
Wow.
Thank you.
Wow. What a summation. Thank you so very much. Thank you so very much. I'm going to ask you guys. The leadership of the MPFL board, led by Honorable Elegbele, wraps up this September.
Later this year, yeah.
Should again, I know that the chances of this happening is maybe 1/10. But should the NFF say, you know what, let's go and get a private body, give them whatever they need, handle the administrative part, the management part, the corporate part of this league, run it like a corporate body?
Unfortunately, we are back to what we started with, and that's the fact that it's a government entity. It's a government,
and we're saying that
will bring in a government person.
We're saying government now. Maybe we need to start begging the government, because
we have been begging them in for a while.
The government have led us to this point. I did post on Twitter that it gets to a point where we say, come, enough is enough, right? We cannot be where we are for all of these years. Something has to give.
Yeah, and
this is not just, this is beneficial for everybody. Even like the last caller said, even the government
will benefit from it.
They don't realize how much money they can get if they set up a system that works.
In fact, hand over the handling of the league to private bodies.
But it's very simple. This exact thing that you just called out now has been the thing people like Michel Obis of this world have been saying for long, preaching privatization of the league, and if you look at the scorecard of Elegbele, it's really nothing to write home about. I wrote something on X. I said scorecard of Gbenga Elegbele, Nigeria Premier League chairman 2022 till date. First one, he promised quality broadcast partnerships. Start times came true, remember, but pulled out after seeing little to no real effort or direction from the league administrators. Second one, he promised a proper league database. Still yet.
You are listening.
Let's go pay some bills. I'm so sorry, Lagos. We'll be right back to continue this.
99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
Participating outlet, buy 2 bottles to win instant prizes and the chance to win a trip abroad to watch the Super Eagles play. Terms and conditions apply. Goldberg, the gold standard. Not for sale to persons under the age of 18. Drink responsibly.
The Kids FM Anthem Challenge is here. Now here's what you can do to participate. Head over to our Instagram page at kids.fm.ng to download the Anthem instrumental through the link in our bio. Get creative with your family, dance, sing, and have fun with the anthem. Remember, you have to do this as a family to qualify. Post your entry and tag the official handle at kids.fm.ng for a repost. The top 4 entries with the highest engagements will win exciting cash prizes. Don't forget to use the hashtags #KidsFM Family Challenge, #KidsFM Anthem Challenge. Let's play!
Let's play! Babylon show with another one. With the ointment with for strong pens where you get stuff. Like arthritis, I must select. Rub, extra mentor. You rub, extra mentor. Baba, he dey walk by the water. Sister, he don't have show.
Rob extra mentor tuntun yìí ní èròjà márùn-ún tó jẹ́ kébì tí ìrora bá wà kó sì fún ọ ní ìtura.
Lo Rob extra mentor lónìí ó gbóná wọlé ó yára ṣiṣẹ́.
Bí àyípadà kò bá sí lẹ́yìn ọjọ́ méjì yọjú sí dókítà.
You don't sing this song by accident. You sing it because you believe. Because you know what it means to stand united. And Tiger Beer is proud to be a part of this legacy, built on passion and loyalty.
As the Reds go marching on.
Tiger Beer, proud sponsor of Manchester United. Tiger Beer, uncage your tiger. Not for sale to persons under the age of 18. Drink responsibly.
Is that Alfie playing football in the rain?
It's Toby Chio.
My goodness. When did he grow up?
That's it with kids, so.
It's amazing how your child grows up before your eyes. Enable their thriving development with the new NanKid 4 with HMOs to support your child's development, probiotics, and high-quality proteins to support age-appropriate growth. NanKid 4. Nourish your child's potential.
That is the sound of the new 500 ml Castle Light can. Turning life light side up. Now you can go light with the new 500 ml Castle Light can. Castle Light, extra cold refreshment. Drink responsibly, not for sale to persons under 18.
Did you know that micro, small, and medium enterprises account for 96% of Nigeria's businesses and contribute to about half of the country's GDP? They also provide around 84% of all employment in the country. Want to know more? Join us on Broad Street Drive. Our new business show, 2:30 p.m. Mondays on Nigeria Info 99.3 FM. Let's talk.
Striker is on the move.
Can I get a Heineken, please?
He shoots!
Yes! Let's go! Can you believe it?
Here you go, sir. Your Heineken.
Oh, sorry. Can I get another one for... Wait, what's your name again? Chris. I'm Chris. Nice to meet you, Chris. Another Heineken for Chris, please. Fans have more friends. So, don't forget the beers. Not for sale to persons under 18. Drink responsibly.
Now this mad cash way, they know they chat shishi. No be cha-cha-cha, now it sells mad cash. Steady on my lane, every payment seamless. No hidden charges, everything transparent. Star 939 hash, oh yeah, clock it. No be cha-cha-cha, I'm on a zero charges. I'm on a zero charge.
Zero charge, if you testify. No be cha-cha-cha.
Every transfer smooth, no extra fee, no shade.
No be cha-cha-cha.
Smart cash, na the way evidence stay, no shade.
No be cha-cha-cha.
No be cha-cha-cha. No be cha-cha-cha.
Keeping you informed, connecting you, and bringing you deeper into the conversation.
Government snubbed 98 billion naira UBEC funds.
Okay, what is this that we are doing? Because we are too educated for what we are.
President has left Nigeria on their own as far as electricity is concerned.
Learning helplessness is making us know that the days of worry are better.
It means that if we keep on recycling our leaders, we cannot get the best.
This is where we need to revisit the way we look at internal policies.
99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
Ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, it's game on.
Welcome back. Still 99.3 Nigeria Info. We're Femi and the gang. Let's take a word from our friends at Green Springs very quickly, and then we'll wrap up the scorecards. Tammy was about to share with us before we went on that time. I'll take some more calls and talk about Chelsea before we call it a wrap. Yep.
Yeah, we know the problem associated with young talent in Nigeria. We know the issues young burgeoning minds obviously having with developmental football, especially in Nigeria. And that's where Green Springs come into the picture. This is where they obviously telling you that if you want to be a nest, if you want, you have talent that can be developed. They're available for you. And at Green Springs School, they believe that every true wonder kid deserves a fair chance at the table. And this year, for the 12th edition of the Green Springer Summer Camp now, or Summer School now, they're calling on visionary individuals, corporate bodies, and also innovative minds, in fact, change makers to get involved with developing talent, get involved with building the next future generation of Nigeria, the next Victor Osimhen, and the next Demola Lukman. Don't just watch the future of Nigerian football. You have a chance to build it, to foster it. Sponsor a deserving child to the Green Spring Football Camp. This is beyond a holiday camp. You're giving them the opportunity to receive elite training from Nigerian legend. Who is that? Victor Ikpeba, the Prince of Monaco. That is Victor Ikpeba. And his certified international coaches. You're putting them on a platform that already has produced under 17 national team players of Nigeria. The Golden Eaglets, we have seen players from the Green Spring Summer Camp getting involved, the football camp of Green Spring getting involved with the national team of Nigeria after getting the right development from the Green Spring Football Camp. And the likes of Light AK and also Jibril Aziz had the chance to shine with the under-17 national team of Nigeria after getting proper fostering, proper teaching and knowledge of the game at Green Springs Football Camp. Most importantly, you're giving a talented child the ultimate chance to win a full academic scholarship to Green Springs School. A sponsorship could literally change a life forever. And step up and be a bridge between a dream and reality. The properly nurtured wonder kids of today become the goats of tomorrow. The greatest of all times of tomorrow. Lionel Messi, Cristiano Ronaldo started from somewhere. And they also got the right structure at some point in time in their careers. So let's their journey start with your support. Be there, be behind them, supporting them all the way. To sponsor a wonder kid, visit bit.ly/GFC Sponsorship 2026. Once again, you can also go across to the Nigerian or Femi The Gang portal, socials on Twitter, X, now known as X, and you also see the link embedded somewhere where you can obviously click on it. Exactly, click on it and avail yourself of these massive opportunities. With Green Spring Football Camp, wonder kids serious about football get the chance to do great things.
Ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, it's game on.
All right. What a night it's been. What a night. What a night. Still game on right here. The Voice, Sam, David, and Tammy Tokwe right on the broadcast. Tammy, you're wrapping some key points before we go back to the phone line.
Yeah, exactly. I thought I forgot the part where I wrote about the games at night, evening. You said it when we were on break, and I saw it. We had 15 games in the MPFL last season in the night. 50 games. This season, none. So it's just the thing of we've seen games in the South Africa League at night. I think it's high time we start having games in the night in the Nigeria Premier League. It's not every time you play 4 o'clock, and there's this time you play 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock. It has been there from the days of David Sowumi, from the Balibotes.
City, Arsenal is playing at 4. You have
exactly.
And you want to sell the
what's the
you want to sell
it's
the
always 4 p.m.
4 p.m. What do the numbers tell us about having this 50 games play at night? Did we get more viewership? Did we get more?
Yes, we actually did. There were many people who went to watch
games. There was games
we had games at the Cathedral,
the Abba Township Stadium.
You will actually have more people see the game and come to the games when it's in the evening as compared to
afternoon,
where you have Premier League, you have
Spanish.
I just
needed to know because
from a marketing point of view,
I'm also thinking from a security perspective.
Yes, which is also another point.
Yeah,
you know,
and it's still the system thing. Yeah. It's still the system thing about
you reckon that the government should provide
exactly
security and all of that thing.
Yeah.
Look, if I love my Kano Pillars, it doesn't matter if the El Clasico is being played at the same time.
You go
to go watch. Yes.
If I love,
exactly.
But we are looking to bring a new generation of fans.
This and there's 10 million of me out there.
How do you get more? How do you get new fans?
Tony, I feel that the northern club size, their fan base, if there is an El Clasico, Kano players are playing. No, they don't care. They go to the Sanya Bache. They watch it.
There's real culture there.
Yes.
There's sustained culture there.
Exactly.
If you're trying to get new fans,
new set of fans.
If the 10-year-old who's growing in Kano today sees Kano Pillars all around him, he supports Kano Pillars.
And we'll be able to watch Kano Pillars games if they are not competing for airtime with, because today he can just go on his phone and we'll see Man United, we'll see
from a broadcasting perspective, I think it's almost like suicide, honestly. When you have to find a time that works where you can have more viewers.
The Voice Remo Stars played Rangers International last season. Nigeria also played a game against, was it DR Congo?
On the same time.
Guys, Remo Stars, the same Rangers International, not the same time, but the same time.
Have a serious broadcasting deal.
The PLC in South Africa
managed
to, in Femi's terms, hack it.
Right. Right.
They managed to hack it.
They have hacked it.
How did they do it? Most of the big games, the Derby, the Soweto Derby, it's been played at your 4 o'clock. That Chelsea is playing
and
Bayern
it is
Munich.
the FMB Stadium is shut
it's always
down.
Because the culture of the South Africans, the Kaizer Chiefs, they would not put
we don't have
it's taking place.
A football culture.
The culture has been eroded with time. Yeah. So I don't think it's a case of I just needed to know that with the stats that suggest there were more turnout. But I'm saying even if for broadcast reasons you want to put that game when Chelsea is playing,
we don't like football as
we don't.
It's overrated. Our love for football
in relation to new fans. In relation to new fans, if you're talking about bringing new boys through the system who want to support Kano Pillars and Nyimba, it's because the older generation are not talking Kano Pillars into their subconscious, right?
How is Kano Pillars going into the subconscious? How are they connecting with younger?
The reason why you love Manchester United today is because Manchester United were in the time when you started when they were so into they were winning.
Samuel Devoice,
the Chelsea fan today.
Sorry, give me 1 minute. I followed you guys to the Onicon Stadium. Guess what I saw? We're trying to go into the stadium and we saw guys, street urchins, trying to beat the security. They do not want to buy the ticket, they want to go in.
So why would I want to go the next time?
I've never been there. They are buying, if it's 200 naira, they are paying that 200. If it's 1k, they are paying that 1k.
Maybe the best example, because clubs in the northern side of Nigeria their clubs in the NPFL.
I'm saying here, the thing is, that's always going to be a bedeviling factor for that's that. But if growing up as a 10-year-old, if I'm being sold Kano Pillars, if my elder brother supported Kano Pillars, my dad supported Kano Pillars, we went to the stadium, and Kano Pillars happens to be in that time the most successful team in Nigeria, it is going to consciously and subconsciously be imprinted on me. I will grow up supporting Kano Pillars, even if Barcelona are winning Champions Leagues.
All right, let's see who is speaking to us here. Hello.
Hello, good evening, God.
Yeah, you're welcome, Friday.
Yeah, good evening, everybody in the house.
All right, let's hear you.
David, the noise. Celebrating 40 promoted to the league. I don't feel like anything was celebration. The only way I will celebrate them, David, let us relegate all the government clubs to Division 2. That's the only way they can function. Any club that is owned by the government, from Ishara to Ranger, to Eiba, to River United, and Kano Pillars, let us relegate all of them. And somebody said we should be playing the night. David, we are playing the daytime. You know what happened in Kano the other day? We are playing the daytime. You see people coming to attack player, attacking referee, destroy bosses. In the daylight like this. When we go to the stadium in the night.
In the night.
You see them in Euro, they are children, 3 years old, 4 years old. Their mother, their father will carry them. You as a father, you are scared of going alone. Don't get your children. Go to Ibelere now. By 7 o'clock, all the shops are closed. Area boys are taking over. No English service again for churches. He said we should go to stadium in the night. Nobody will go, David. I said maybe you commentator, Tony the Voice. Only you go around commentating.
Friday.
We're not calling you.
Friday. Thank you, brother. Thank you so much.
So when Samuel said that we are not ready now, some people pick up some girls with him. We are not really ready.
He said Friday is saying that let's relegate all
the government sides or the
Sam said something. Of all the privately owned sides, how many of them have stadia? And see, Lagos next season we're gonna have 3 teams
sharing one ground for now.
Woo,
until Agege is sorted.
Sporting Lagos, Inter. In fact, I mean,
and Tessin Balogun is going through.
And then Agege is also, I think, 60%.
Can you begin to imagine the amount of pressure on that?
Mobolaji Johnson, yes. They train there. They play there.
Imagine having to play Saturday.
Three teams. In Lagos.
That creates a difficult scheduling
issue, right? Yeah.
I mean, at some point you have 2 teams having home games on the same weekend, and you have to use that stadium Friday, Saturday,
Sunday.
I mean, how do you do that? There's recovery time for the grass. For heaven's sake,
we don't do it.
We don't do that.
It's artificial.
Even if it's artificial, there's
they recover our grass.
Our grass strong.
Hello. Hello.
Oh, the voice.
You're welcome.
Calling back.
Please, sir. Thank you so much for calling back. But we need to take some new voices. All right. God bless you, sir. Thank you. Hello.
Hello. Good evening.
Yes. What's your name?
Yeah, this is Emmanuel from Sango.
Emmanuel, let's hear you quickly.
Yeah. As for me, let me first of all ask. Someone that wins the Nigeria Premier Football League, someone that wins the main league, how much are they paying? How much are they paying the team?
200 million.
200 million. The winner.
Is that enough for someone that wins the league? See, we are not investing enough in our league.
Okay.
We are not investing enough.
Is the league effective for investment? If you have money now, will you invest?
I will never invest in Nigeria Premier Football League because.
Why is that?
If
you have a right to complain.
Then you have a right to complain.
Wait, I have 500 million now. So I won't buy club. See, how am I sure that after 500 years that I will get my money back?
For real?
Because I'm not sure. Of 10 years.
If you source for great talent, you can sell them and make your money back.
Okay, until I say players invest my money.
I mean, that's what.
Players, you know. Okay, do you know that championship, English championship, is better than our league?
I know, I didn't know that one.
No, sure now. That's not a that's not a conversation.
Just like Sam said, if you are investing your money. If he is to encourage you to invest your money in Nigeria Premier Football League, he will not ask you not to go, but he will not advise you to go.
I mean, I never said that. Don't quote me.
All right. Thank you so very much. I appreciate you for your thoughts. He's very passionate, and you can feel it in his voice. Hello.
Let me atata. Emma Kujaweta.
Sam
mo ready fún wọn. Come on, boy.
A problem.
Come on, boy.
Hosting problem.
Host
problem.
Sir, don't expect any gigs.
Oh my word! You're welcome, Joe. Quickly talk to us.
Jonathan is my name.
Yeah.
See, the point is this: I don't hear the story of take away sport from government. Which part of the sport even the government? And let's talk.
Wonder.
Let's even talk. Right on the days of overdose in the other place. I don't hear the stories. Remove this sport from government. And which part of the sport go?
The entire fabric.
Did their hand.
This thing is good.
The entire it's true that the entire sport did their hand.
To think about now when I talk this, I say when I talk, I just say, man, I'm tired of this talk, man. Which part of the sport is even in their hand that they want to hand over to the private?
A large part of it. The
You understand?
administrative part.
The point is this environment is not lucrative for a private person to even take over. What am I trying to say? The part that the government has to do is to create the atmosphere. We have not done that. If you are running a 5,000 megawatts and you want a private person to invest in sports, how will it work? So the Nigerian factor is what is facing us here right now. It's not about government hands off. Waiting they hand with the one hands off. Can they even run a logistics? The league, gentlemen, do we have a workable logistics on the league as we speak? That you can move from Kanu to Kaduna with ease. From Lagos, go and play your match and come back.
Road networks and all of that.
You have it. We don't have it. The point is this: a private person will not come and invest in this environment.
But we're seeing more privately owned teams now, and more are still coming up. Yeah.
Just ask a question. I mean, I have a pitch. The boys. I can go outside now, gather 12 boys, 23 boys. But the new thing here now.
It's not a joke, to do that, to register. You know.
But is that all it takes just to gather boys, and you will not be able to pay them? Even the private people that you are calling, are they able to pay?
Guess what? We have had more payment issues with the government-owned teams than even private.
Correct.
That's the crazy part of it. The privately owned teams in the league this season, I doubt we have had any issue of old salaries from this privately run
compared to the government clubs.
Who many of us say, they have deep pockets. So
you're correct.
Cut your coat according to your side.
We have a long way. It's not about government answering off and private people. Nobody will dip his money here, just like the other caller said. Nobody will dip his money. And the reason why they always fit match for 4 o'clock now because no light.
Oh.
Yeah, that was
no light.
We need daylight.
Money is. Oh my brother!
You can see now. You can see. So that means we are not ready at all. We are running 5,000 megawatts. Okay, we're never ready.
All right, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Joe. Yeah, brother. Yeah.
But I think it's this problem is so is eminent in West African club side issues like they have issues.
West African countries.
Yes, like the countries in North Africa, they play games in the night.
Bro, you know, many people will say this thing is about development, bro.
Yeah.
The more developed, again, it just tells you where we are as a country and where a lot of West African nations are. And to be fair, some are better than us. To be fair,
for example, give me one.
Bro, I'm not going to go into that.
You know what I do?
No, some
I know. See, but I check.
It tells you where we are.
I check live scores and the rest, and I see West African time for their leagues, and it's 4 o'clock, 4 p.m. Why? And you look at this North African side, it is. Some days you see the Botola, they play.
Weather is a big reason.
11 p.m., 12 p.m.
The weather is a big reason.
This one says, I absolutely agree with Sam on the unreadiness of the league for investors to thrive. The MPFL, in my opinion, is like running a Sunday league in the UK, and that is even more profitable than investing in a club in Nigeria. There is no part of the running of the league that is geared towards generating income for clubs. It's always 4 p.m. across all stadiums. Omogba is saying, so says we should stop comparing the love and funding that European clubs and nations get to what we have here in Africa. We do not have the quality and the right funding they have. We cannot fill our stadiums to the capacity, and you want private owners to pump money in it. We're not at that level yet. So says you guys are only looking at now. What of then? Leventis or 3SCs playing Abiola Babes either in Ibadan or Abeokuta, or stationary stores playing ACB. The stadium is always filled up. What has changed?
And some of these clubs are also private.
Yeah. You know, someone says, good evening, Femi and the gang. MPFL is kept in the darkness for the benefit of some little carcass. They run it like the government is running the country. It takes one good leader to take close look at the Premier League. If you are in Ghana, back when I was a student, they broadcast local football on the radio during weekend during weekends, fans that make it to the stadium, fans that can't make it to the stadium cling to the radio. The fever is contagious. I remember as a kid watching Aimba playing Rogeni Sports. It says, where have we got it all wrong and all of that. Thank you very much. This one says, waiting be MPFL. Everything where una done talk about the Nigerian league. Says, which significant change have we seen? The MPFL will continue to go down because the Nigeria identity be that. Una, good evening. That's not so good to hear. Please help me tell Sam his favorite Chelsea FC recorded 200 million loss. 200 million in losses, plus they don't have their own stadium. So it says private owned clubs makes more money from the player sales they sell to Europe. It says that's why all those private teams have solid academies, because their ROI come in large quantities. Ezekiel,
if a Nigerian team were to suffer a 200 million naira,
they will go into extinction.
It'd still be a
bro. I think that you look down on some of this.
It's a fact. 200 million pounds.
200 million naira
you look down
in pre-tax loss.
Once again,
200 million naira in pre-tax loss.
Every climb is different. Every climb
Did
is
you hear the
peculiarities.
question? Did you hear the question?
Yes, Chelsea lost money. That's a football business.
Then he
You lose
asked
money
if
sometimes.
The value on the market, the value on the stock exchange market for the club, if it's there, it's still at a high. What's the valuation of these clubs on the stock market?
But they've lost money.
That's what I'm saying. They don't have value in the
right?
market. They don't have any
They've
value.
lost money.
Let's talk about a club that has value. I don't know how much value they have now. After losing 5 games,
don't devalue
without scoring a goal. Zero. Please,
zero value.
Zero.
Times it is smile well.
This is not
You guys know you are spilling borders.
Bro.
There's not so much value there.
After losing 5 games without scoring, your value is supposed to enter minus.
What does value have to do with losing 5 games have to do with value?
It's true now. Those who are buying Chelsea stock right now should be whipping, because
the value of the stock is not going down.
With the poor results, it is.
What has results on the pitch got to do with
always.
You don't know. We're talking about finances of
everything.
What about investors?
Let's get it right. I'm not pulling a defense here. I'm saying
the club is not in defense. You are here.
How can you say what's the correlation between the performances on the pitch?
Except you want to tell us that when Leicester won the league in 2016 and now
if Chelsea have not been winning trophies, if Chelsea have not been winning trophies, you think they'll be as valuable as they are?
How much did the Blue Co company, Blue whatever,
about 2 billion
buy Chelsea for?
About 2 billion.
4 point something billion
or
in
4
total.
billion.
If they were to sell it today, you think because they've
lost
inflation. Continue what he's saying. If Chelsea continue losing games without scoring, no, they will not relegate, but that value
how does
will drop.
5 games? That's what now you're saying. Even another 10 years, 5 years, Chelsea they drop to the championship and all. Those are the bigger goals.
You're on the way there.
They're not in danger.
You're on the way there, Samuel.
The performances on where the voice is going. The voice, it's normal.
I get you trying to play jive.
Samuel,
I get you trying to play jive.
Samuel, wait.
It's totally fine.
But the valuation
there's
no amount of English words with this night. We will dissect Chelsea. We are going somewhere.
Let's go there. We are going there. Let's go pay some bills. When we come back, let's talk about the future of Chelsea Football Club and Donny,
which is in safe hands.
Yeah.
More conversation, more talk, more right after this.
Guy, why you dey smile like this? Wetin happen?
Cause I don't win trip to go abroad.
You too could win in the Goldberg Back to Bar
99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates.